detta, nej.
We are the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows!
Tommy. It was absolutely brilliant. A great way for a student to earn some money, and yeah, got to know the band very well. Anyway, you don't want to know about that and my antics. You want to know more about the flying, and there's a lot more coming your way. And indeed, you know, thank everybody, smile to the police and everything out, relax. The usual health and safety stuff though, you know, do look after the children, put lots of stuff to on, make them wear hats, that sort of thing. And indeed,
and with all the modifications of weapons in these two frontline Lynx Mark 8 aircraft, we can still reach over 150 miles an hour. Here they're passing each other 220 miles an hour at a distance of one rotor span. Aircraft now chance for you to get a picture of both aircraft as they arrive in close formation. With the aircraft in such close formation and close to the ground, you can hear the four Rolls-Royce Gem 900 horsepower gas turbine engines purr as the aircraft are put through their paces. Hear the aircraft.
Łatwo. Bo musisz powiedzieć, bo daj mi się babko. Dam ci kwaśne jabłko.
It's a new manoeuvre for this year, the Twister. The aircraft climb into position for a nose over cross, so cameras at the ready.
So have you been to anything like this before? Air show?
Aircraft position for opposition wing overs is a technique for reversing the turn very quickly and regaining the aircraft speed. Despite celebrating 40th birthday last year, the Lynx remains a very capable and agile helicopter and will remain on the front line for around 4 years while the Navy's new helicopter, the Augusta Western Wildcat, is brought into service. Now for another fast pass at Crow Centre.
This is an opportunity to demonstrate the unique ability of a helicopter to fly sideways. Please show your appreciation to our crew today by giving them a big wave and a cheer as they pass along the crowd line. aircraft passes, you'll notice three hooks.
So in a few moments, the team will split and you'll get the opportunity to see each of the aircraft in the same shape, sight and sound in a unique way.
Perfect formation is the BDMS.
Protect the pilot in the sea. Getting ready now with all his onboard equipment to try and effect a rescue of the young Mustang pilot.
They are the same price.
This particular aircraft had a remarkable history, gone through various developments, and based out of Duxton. So a few words about that, Andy.
Well, yes, this aircraft, Golf Papa Bravo Yankee Alpha, from plain sailing Catalina operations, operated by groups and shares of pilots, shares of which are available, operating out of Duxton. This aircraft representing the rescue aircraft and also Miss Pickup, the nose art aircraft, to help us.
That was the day that the Catalina made a full stall landing right into the sea, beautifully done. But once they got into the sea, the oil line on the right engine had broken. They only had one engine. No, still now I doubt the Catalina has any idea what is happening.
That takes you over to Swanage.
Yes, they go inside out, they go upside down.
Where you went first
They do
time.
it sideways.
Yeah.
They do it with their legs in there, and they do it with an awful lot of
That'll
waving
take
as
you
well.
over on
Yes, it's waving.
That'll take you on the ferry.
Top 100 candidates to get this place on the wing distance will be running important. Fabulous team. Aerodynamic base, of course, and more flying ball there.
No. So if you want to go round to the island of Poole, and right down into the harbour of Poole, lots of little yellow boats, and they take you out.
Oh my word, they're actually upside down. Look at that, I don't believe it. Plenty of them, their pants wasn't so much action. The guy. All the D coming on, now it's going off the other way, and look at those girls fighting every bit of it, 150 mile an hour wind in their faces, but still they're performing gymnastics. Here we go. Black belt, high one day, so we can see them around town later on. She's flown for us today by the chief pilot
there, that's the Vulcan to the Sky Trust, that's Martin Withers. And if you think that name might be familiar, it could be because he was the man who flew 30 years ago this year, who flew a Vulcan to the Falkland Islands and took 21 1,000-pound bombs down there to drop on the runway at Port Stanley. And for that, the longest bombing raid in history it was then. For that, he was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross, and his crew was mentioned in dispatches. And that arguably changed the course of the war in the Falkland Islands. So the first black buck is Bill Ramsey, full-time reservist for the RAF, and the third man in the crew, air electronics officer in the back there, the man who runs the systems of the electric bomber, rather similar to an air engineer, that's Phil Davies. So as they come back towards us, it's not going to be long before we hear those 4 Olympus engines, 4 Rolls-Royce Olympus engines making a lot of noise, I suspect.
Sorry, I was just connecting with studio there, Sean. No, magnificent sight. Please carry on. This is just real delight.
And everybody thought that was it. We're never going to see a Vulcan again. But look, the bomb doors are open there. You see that enormous weapons bay inside. That's the weapons bay that carried those 21 1,000-pound bombs. That's a, give or take, a 10-ton load all the way down to the Falkland Islands. And the round trip was as far as from here to Santiago in Chile. And it required the services to get her down there of no less than 11 air refueling. That's the sound of 64,000 pounds of static thrust from those 4 Rolls-Royce Olympus engines. Same engines as Concorde, although Concorde had reheat in them. And in fact, this aircraft is an antecedent of Concorde. We have a piece of paper drawn in 1946 by the great Roy Chadwick, who designed this aircraft, which is recognisably this aircraft. That money. Because throughout her career, the real